you gonna fork out? 5 minutes. Yeah.
You're up.
All right, have a motion come out of executive session.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Daniel, second by Jared, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Let the record show, no action was taken.
Mr. President, 2 items to add. One is consideration of and potential to authorize an extension and renewal of the Pafford Ambulance Service Agreement. And the second thing is consideration of and potential action to modify this board's incentive compensation motion and directive to allow for the potential that it would expire contemporaneously with the lifting of the governor's shelter-in-place order. Those are the 2 things to add.
Have those, motion to add those 2 items. Motion by Daniel,
Second.
second by
Wait.
Brad, any discussion?
I got, were we not putting something on the, you were asking about doing something on the Padford deal, on the
We are.
When we get ready to
Make the
structure
motion.
that motion,
Okay.
here,
Just
add it to the
I'll-
agenda.
I'll try to
Okay.
give some additional
All right.
detail.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, they're added.
All right, so, go ahead.
Go ahead, no.
No, you got it. You
Yeah,
probably
okay.
worded that better than I can.
Well, you're gonna have to help me, I may leave something out. On the Pafford renewal extension, the agreement allows for us to extend up to an additional 4 years. The agreement itself is in place up to an additional 4 years. As you know, you're currently paying a subsidy of $100,000 a year on top of the underlying agreement. That was in addition to, that was an amendment to the underlying agreement. So the motion would be to renew and extend the Pafford agreement with contingencies, okay? The contingency would be this: it's for 4 years, it's at the current subsidy amount. However, we need an understanding from Pafford through Pafford that there will be a continuation of cooperation to go to the legislature to allow for exclusivity in BLS emergency response in Rankin County, which if we get it, the contract already provides for it, okay? So they would have exclusivity once the laws change. They would have exclusivity to run BLS operations. And if that does occur, the subsidy goes away. That's the contingency. If the subsidy does not go away and the law has been changed appropriately, then at that point, the board is authorized, if it chooses to do so, to immediately go out to RFP.
If we choose to do so.
If you choose to do so.
Correct.
All right,
You
you
may
have a
choose not
motion
to.
by Daniel,
Second.
second by Steve, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. All right.
Read that back to me, Jesse.
I always look at Jess whenever we get one of those.
Read that back to me. Let me know what you got.
Recording's gonna come in handy a lot.
We know what's coming. All right, on the second item that was added, the consideration of and potential action to authorize an amendment to your prior action to offer incentive compensation. I believe that the motion should be that you are modifying your prior motion and order to continue authorizing incentive compensation at time and a half, as you ordered previously, with this understanding that if the governor allows his shelter-in-place order to expire on the 20th, then for all employees, with the exception of EOC and the sheriff's office, as determined by those department heads, they would continue to receive incentive compensation through the 30th. All other employees would no longer be eligible for incentive compensation upon the lifting of the shelter-in-place order.
That's perfect. That's my motion.
Okay?
Second.
The current motion, by the way, expires on its own on the 30th, so that would continue to be the expiration date.
Okay.
All right, have a motion by Daniel, second by Brad, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Daniel, can I get you to amend your motion on the cardiac units to reflect sole source?
Yes. You need me to do that in the motion now, or just?
Do we need to have?
Yeah, just go ahead and say that we understand as a part of your motion.
It's a
that
sole
those
source
will be
bid.
purchased from as a sole source item
And I believe that.
upon receipt of a
Right.
written confirmation that it is a sole
Right,
source
right,
item.
as a
All that
letter.
paperwork, yeah, go ahead.
Correct. He's got it. So that'll motion. I'll make that motion.
All right, Daniel amended the motion to include that language, second by Steve, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes
Thank
have
you.
it. All right, is that it? When we meet again, the 30th?
30th.
Okay.
Hey, on the
Recess.
30th, can we
Recess.
talk about the mosquito vector, how our contract looks?
I
And
thought we approved it.
we did, but
Yeah.
do we pay them the same amount during the winter months? Is that part of the
Yeah,
contract?
yeah, it's basically structured, Steve, to be a seasonal contract with them, but we pay them monthly. So it's a seasonal amount, $224,400, broken down into a 12-month payment profile. So it helps them, they can budget and,
If we were to do the contract and say we're only gonna pay you from March the 15th until October 15th, we'd still be paying them the
that's
224,000.
correct, yes, sir,
Yeah.
that's correct.
You still paying, you pay them one fee, they just,
Just
Break it-
spreading it
break
out
it
over
up.
the year.
just
Yeah,
getting payments
you
of
could-
the month.
We could go to them and say, Steve, we're gonna write you a check on October 15th for 224,400.
Yeah.
You could do it that way if they would agree to it, but I think structurally, internally.
They probably like it
corporately,
better for budgeting for them.
I do,
understand.
yeah, I would.
I understand, but somebody that just wants to find something wrong, why in the heck are y'all paying in December, January, February, you know?
Right, gotcha.
You know, the first
I love it when you're at
response,
work, you know?
the first response to that is pretty simple, and I think probably answers it. The first response that I would give is, the county historically paid and budgeted about $350,000 to $375,000
To
for
spray.
vector control services. Jay will point out to you, yeah, but we were doing a whole lot more stuff, which is, we all agree, right? So the trade-off is this: we have outsourced that. We're saving $125,000 plus, probably $135,000 at fixed cost, direct. We're saving that money, and what we have noticed is it's a lot easier for us to deal with vector control as a county government. We don't get the same kinds of calls that we used to get. We don't have personnel issues. that
And
we
they can
had.
help the private sector, and they, main thing, they can help the private sector that we can't.
Well, that's the big
We
issue
couldn't.
as well. So that's the explanation. If you guys want a different
I
payment
don't.
profile,
I don't, I just want an explanation.
yeah. Since you were here, could I throw this in just so that you're completely up to speed? When you weren't here to hear all the details, and sometimes it's important to hear all the details so you know precisely how it's protective of the county. The contract that has now been renewed has auto renewal language in it, Steve, but we still have a 30-day out
Yeah.
at any point.
Hey, I wanna add one after you go down.
So,
I'm
and they
satisfied.
agreed to the 4 years at the same dollar, no increase in price for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
Hey, before we cut out, you know, the school hall is impacted huge here, you know. All the seniors, they're not gonna be able to have their programs and whatnot. Would it be possible to maybe get a public announcement congratulating all the seniors in Rankin County on, you know, moving forward and their
Yes, sir.
past
We
12
would
years?
do the authority to advertise, and we would obviously be advertising county services. And so we would carefully, create that messaging in such a way that it complies with state law, Jay.
Yeah.
But the message would be clear. And yes, we can do it. Are you thinking something like a full-page ad?
I was thinking maybe a couple billboards.
Okay. As long as we
I
are
love when you're
advertising
aggressive, you
county
know.
resources.
On the backside.
I mean, I would think the billboard maybe would.
Billboard, I
let
think
us
the
have
paper would be great, though.
it, or at least give us a huge discount.
Yeah.
Why don't we,
Maybe y'all look into it?
why don't we just explore that and get you guys some ideas? Is that something you wanna do, you wanna act on the 30th?
We'd find- Yeah, it'd be
Put 'em
clean
on
It's
some
up.
gonna be difficult
Yeah.
to do this fair, to where people in Florence, people
Puckett,
Northwest,
they like
people
that.
at Puckett. I mean, if you stick one billboard over here on 20,
Damn, dude.
you're gonna, it's gonna look like the Brandon and Pearl, but what about the seniors?
Pisgah and Florence, McLaurin.
Maybe y'all just look into it and see some
I
options.
think
We'll
that
get y'all some
the-
ideas.
I think a paper ad, maybe.
Them kids ain't
I mean,
gonna read that
I'd
paper.
like to see the
Kids
billboard.
Huh?
aren't
Yeah,
gonna
kids
read
don't-
Kids ain't gonna read the paper.
Well, you're hitting the parents, man.
It was just an idea.
Well, here's,
It's a good idea.
But you gotta put them up. You can't just put
Yeah.
in one school district.
let's get some information. These billboard agencies now are able to control multiple billboards via computer, the digital boards. They're able to control those so that you can focus on one area with a message.
Yeah. They
And
change them every
have
day.
a separate message going contemporaneously at another spot. So it could say, congratulations to the graduates of Pisgah High School.
Well, I wouldn't even want to get into that. I would just want to say congratulate all of them.
All
Rankin
Rankin County seniors.
That way we don't get into
We've
them.
done
Yeah, but you're not gonna touch, 49 and 43 and, you know, I'm thinking anywhere down that way.
Your Puckett don't have no billboard,
That's what I'm saying, you don't have nothing.
Staying off.
especially not digital.
We'll look into it. All right. Is that something y'all can act on the 30th?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know what our options are.
Yeah.
Definitely see some
If
options.
it's doable, if not, we won't. All right,
We'll
now
extend.
motion to recess.
Brian, you
No.
have something?
Yeah, I was just gonna, on the vector control stuff for your constituents, I talked with Brandon Cobb, and he said that they will begin trapping today on the 15th for the mosquitoes, and that you'll start seeing them move about after today.
Yeah, I always get my usual calls every year for them to come back and do it again in certain areas, so,
Yeah.
Well, they plentiful down at Puckett. You can trap any day you want.
Worst Pisgah I've ever seen is Pisgah football field. That's the worst one I've ever seen in my life. I've lived on the reservoir.
So,
All right.
have a motion to recess. Motion by Daniel,
So,
second by Jared, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Barbecue chicken time.